All right, in this episode of the No Money Real Estate Podcast, we're going to talk about some proven side hustle tips that if you're really serious about making money and having a better life, you follow these tips, you'll get there. That's the most important thing about it. If you're going to become an entrepreneur and make millions of dollars, you need this advice, and I'll get into it right after this.
Hey, my name's Ken Dunn, and I'm a real estate investor. I want to welcome you to the No Money Real Estate Podcast. On this show, to interview elite level real estate investors from all over North America. And I'm going to help you to see one thing that all successful real estate investors have in common. They built their portfolios without using a dime of their own money. I've got a portfolio of $300 million in real estate. That includes resorts, apartment buildings, commercial buildings, and I built the entire portfolio without using a dime of my own money. Real estate is a business that anybody can get into, but the strategies that those tight real estate investors use to build massive portfolios have been kept secret for decades. Now, because of this show, I'm going to reveal them to you. So let's get started.
Check this out. Before I get into the advice, I just got to show you. It's just getting dark here now. I got a steak on the barbecue, and I got the fire going for later on. I'm going to talk to you by the fire. And here's where I am. Is this not freaking gorgeous out here? It's just at sunset. The lights are starting to come in. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's beautiful. Anyway, I had a subscriber that said, like, what's your best advice? I've got the hustle. I want to change my life. I want to make a bunch of money. I just don't know exactly what to do. And there's so many things that I need to unpack when I answer this question. And I'm going to have to do it while I'm cooking the steak. I want to make sure it doesn't burn. Let me show you what I'm having for dinner today. There you go. Beautiful steak. I'm going to set you right over there, I hope. Good. Well, what are the tips? If somebody wants to make a whole bunch of money and change their lives as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of stuff I want to tell you about. First thing I want to say is you got to become an entrepreneur. You got to start your own thing. You got to start your own business. Business isn't fucking easy. Business is tough. And there's no easy way to share that with you. I right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm at one of my short-term rentals in Central Ontario. This is a beautiful little couples retreat that we've created. And I have a $100 million portfolio. We have several resorts that we've opened. We're building 3 different resorts right now. I own a hot tub company, and it's still tough. It's going to be tough. So you have to develop intestinal fortitude. You've got to develop the ability to fight and dig and never give up is really what it comes down to. So I've got 2 pieces of advice to anybody who's thinking about starting their own business. Piece of advice number 1, start a business that fulfills a need in the market. So look at everything that's happening in the market. Businesses are started by identifying a new need that people have, or by identifying a way to make a need that they already have easier. That's why you see so many businesses that are being started today around AI. We use AI in every part of our business. We use AI for calling people up and booking appointments. We use AI for webinars and all over the place. AI is the future. There's no doubt about it. If you're not using AI, you're falling behind. You can create a business making something people do every day easier if you can figure out how to integrate AI into it. So if you're going to create a business, make sure it's solving a problem or satisfying a need that the clients have, and make sure you know exactly what it is. Just because you see something that's a great idea, don't just go out and start a business around it. You're going to fail if that happens. Here's the second thing, and I didn't realize this thing until the end. Like, this is my 9th business that I've started. And oh my God, does that ever look good against the green trees in the background and the lights on the property? Holy cow, I think it makes me look better. Business is hard, friends. It's going to humble you. It's going to rip you apart. And so my advice to anybody who's starting a business is start a business doing something that you love, that you personally love to do. And I'll give you an example. I love cottages. My company's called Cottage Dream Vacations. I freaking love cottages. I've been taking my kids to cottages since they were wee little people. Some of my greatest memories with my family are at cottages. And so I own a company now where we're building properties like this right across Canada, short-term rentals, cottages. Some are in the woods like this, a couples retreat. Some are along the water. Some are there. I mean, look at this freaking place. Is this not gorgeous? You guys listening to the birds? Oh my God, that's frogs and birds at the same time. But even on the hardest days when things have been going so freaking hard and I want to scream, I just walk into a cottage. and I realize the blessing that I have, and it stops me from losing my marbles, and it keeps me going. Also, because we're in short-term rentals, we get thousands of 5-star reviews of our properties and stuff, and because we get those reviews, it keeps me going. It tells me that people love what we do, and I don't stop because of it. So you got to make sure you're doing something that you freaking love. That's going to be so important. Whatever that business is, it's got to be something that you're personally excited about doing. It's related to a hobby. It's related to passion that you have. Make sure you do that. Make sure you keep that in your mind, because it's going to be tough. And the more you like the product and service itself personally, I'm not just talking about making money with it, but the more you like the product or service yourself, the more you're probably going to stick with it when the days are tough. You're not going to want to move away from it. I could never stop doing this. We've gone through some real rough times lately where the fundraising hasn't gone the way it is. We had one of our properties where some mortgages went into default, and it was probably the most stressful time of my life, and I had to fight through it, and I just recently got them all refinanced and got everything back on track. And you're going to have times like that. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how successful you are. It's going to happen. So if you love the thing and you want to do the thing, you won't ever stop doing it. It doesn't matter like how big it gets. It doesn't matter how complicated it gets. You'll fight through it because you love the thing. Here's the next piece of advice I want to give you. Find a mentor. There's all kinds of anecdotal sayings I can tell you right now. Like, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You're going to get where you want to go faster if you find somebody who's already doing that thing and making the money that you want to make in your life, and you get close to them. That means join a coaching program. We run one of Canada's fastest growing real estate mastermind groups. A mastermind group is a group where you have thousands of people in it who are already experts in the area, and everybody works together. It's not a coaching program. It's a mastermind group. We teach people how to get into real estate investing. If you want to get into real estate investing, I'd love to be your coach. I'm going to put a link to a webinar I do every Wednesday night live where I teach people how to get into real estate investing. And at the end of that webinar, I'll tell you how you can join the Investors Growth Syndicate if you're interested in doing that. So I would say getting a mentor, it's going to shorten the learning curve because you're going to learn from them. And yeah, you will pay money to join the syndicates, but you're going to get the help you're looking for. Look at that. You guys, this steak is way too much food for me. But anybody here want to join me for some ribeye steak? Find a mentor. Get involved in a coaching program. If you want to get into real estate investing and I've inspired you by this video, I'd love to have you join the Investors Growth Syndicate. But if you're not thinking about real estate investing, it's something else, then just find a mentor. Find somebody that's really good and do what they say. You'll get where you want to go faster and you won't make all the mistakes they made. Friends, I have made hundreds of mistakes building my real estate business. If you join the Investors Growth Syndicate, I'll stop you from making those mistakes. So find a great mentor. And then the other thing is do all the work yourself in the beginning. This is the last thing I'll say to you. So when you first get started, you got to be willing to do everything. You got to be willing to salesperson. You got to be willing to be the customer service person. You got to be willing to be the person who delivers the product or service. The CEO, the founder of the company, should be the salesperson, should be the best person at selling the thing. And so as you start to make money, what you want to do is you want to use the money you make to hire the people to start to do the other things so you can focus on selling and representing. That's the strategy for growth. That is the most important strategy for growth you'll ever learn. Hey friends, if you love this video, then make sure you comment about it in the chat. Thank you guys for being with me, and I'm going to go have some steak. We'll see you soon.